If ATL Jacob asked me to send through some dark loops for Future, here's exactly what I would send. So we're in the BPM of 160, we're gonna go for something faster. And this melody actually started with a starter from T9C, which sounds like this. But for the sake of this video, I remade the whole melody. We're in the scale of D minor harmonic, and the difference between a D minor and the D minor harmonic scale is just that the 7, which would be a C in the normal D minor scale, moves up one semitone to a C sharp. As you can see in the harmonic scale, we have 3 halftone steps, which gives it a more ethnic sound. But this still doesn't sound too ethnic because we're not utilizing the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 in combination. If we were to, that would sound like that. As you can hear, way more ethnic. But all it is, it's just a simple up, down, up, and then we just move that up 1 note of the scale at a time. At the end of every 2 bars, just walk it back down and repeat. And at this low piano, spread out over 2 octaves, what I did was just cut out the last beat, the 2nd bar, which kind of makes it fade off at the end, and then hit harder again every 2 bars. Preset is from Noir Pure from Contact, the dark preset, pretty much my favorite one of all time. Then I took a pad sound from my Antidote one-shot kit called The Voice, which kind of already sounds like an ethnic choir, so that's why it's perfectly suited for this melody. And I just laid down another simple pattern, just steps, moving up, walking up, and then kind of walking down in the end again, moving up and kind of walking down, with the emphasis on those half notes to kind of create that bouncy pattern. So that's what that sounds like. As for effects, I added a reverb to make it bigger, 2.3 second delay, 50% mix, and I added a halftime on the 1 bar on the 2x mode, but only halftiming everything above 1k Hz. That's just to add some low end there. That's just to make the sound thicker and add some more low end. Then I took this Blacklist pad one shot, also from my Antidote one shot kit, which sounds like this. And I put in this pattern now. You might think, what the fuck is this? And I was wondering for a second too, but the way I came up with this, I had a MIDI that I used, which is all those small notes and some of the lower notes, and then I just put in some extra stuff around it to make it sound even more fire. So that's what the pattern sounds like. Effects also pretty simple, just a Portal preset which is very bouncy on its own. I just took down the dry wet to around 30%, so it's less dominant and just gives it some background movement. The OGs already know what's gonna come next, of course. Bass, but not just one bass. My favorite bass from Heat Up 3, Urban East preset. And same as the piano, I left the last parts out to make it drop harder every 2 bars. At the end, just a little step up pattern between the 5 and the 6 of the scale. Then I arranged it pretty simple. First all sounds combined, then all sounds but without the bass, and then 3 to 4 creative patterns, in that case 4, where I take out a lot of the sounds and create patterns that are unique. It could be a song repeated over and over again on their own. And then just the stems again, always leaving 4 bars distance between. What I'm always doing is exporting the whole thing out to play with the pitch. In this case I pitch it down 3 semitones to B minor, and that's what the whole sample sounds like with some drums on there. All the sound kits and all the stuff I used is linked in the description. If you want to check that out, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, of course. And if you want to learn how you can win without ever having to depend on luck, check this video out.